Hey guys, long time since the last vlog, but today I want to go over the topic of who to take advice from. So a lot of times I see lifters taking advice from genetic freaks or people who are on heavy dosage of steroids to lift once a week with low volume. Okay, that type of training won't work for 90% of the lifting population because 90% of the lifting population needs to have practice and frequency, okay? So these freaks who train once a week with low volume, they'll keep progressing because they're predisposed to be strong at powerlifting, okay? So they don't need to be lifting frequently to get stronger. However, for someone that's not as predisposed to be strong at powerlifting, like for example, someone like myself or a lot of other lifters that don't get elite very quickly, you need to have the practice and the frequency to become better, okay? So you'll even see in programs such as Shaco. So the basic Shaco programs will start you off at 3 times a week to 4 times a week to 5 times a week based on the classifications. So as you increase your classification, the amount of lifting and volume you'll do will increase, okay? Because you need to have that additional stimulus of lifting more and perhaps adding different exercises to become stronger, okay? So lifting once per week, it may be okay for the initial few months, just when you're starting, just getting used to the movements, but you really want to increase it to a bare minimum of 2 times a week per week for each lift. And I believe that is sufficient for most people, but as you become more advanced, you may have to be lifting more often than that, okay? And again, like I stated before, you want to stick with the primary competition movements, and if you do additional supplemental exercises, you can do those as well. Probably not as high volume as your main competition movements, but again, they are important as well because you don't want to have deficient areas of strength throughout the movement for a primary movement if you don't supplement with secondary exercises, okay? But again, the main emphasis is on primary movements and to practice them as often as you can, realistically or as feasible as you can, based on your work schedule or your study schedule or your school schedule. So you generally want to be lifting frequently to improve, and again, that's just shown across so many different cases of lifters that I've noticed over the years. Again, and this is probably anecdotal, but again, also just observing other lifters, that you want to be lifting more than once per week because again, your body or your I don't want to say it, but your CNS will quickly adapt to lifting once per week, okay? So you need to have that practice and that frequent stimulus to improve faster. So also keep in mind, let's say you lift once per week, and let's say you take off 2 weeks per year, you're only going to be practicing the movement 50 times per year. However, if you do it twice a week, then you'll be practicing 100 times. And same for, if you do 3 times a week, you'll be practicing movement 150 times per year. Okay, so the more often that you practice, again, you'll accumulate more volume, you'll reinforce your motor patterns, and you'll improve at a faster rate. So again, 1 time per week training, it will generally work for the absolute genetic freaks. However, if you're not as gifted, then you definitely want to increase your frequency. So that's it, guys, and thanks for watching.